Robinhood debit card verification can fail for several common reasons. Let's examine the most important ones. First, incorrect card information like typos in the card number, expiration date, or CVV can cause immediate verification failure. Second, bank security measures may flag the verification transaction as suspicious, leading to automatic blocks. Third, insufficient funds can prevent even tiny microcharges from processing successfully. Fourth, fraud alerts triggered by automated bank systems can decline the verification attempt. Finally, other issues like network problems, outdated app versions, or using a VPN can also interfere with verification. While recent updates have improved overall success rates, issues still persist, especially with international cards or smaller banks. Robinhood's card verification process involves two main steps. First, a card check confirms the card's validity by verifying the issuer, expiration date, and CVV code. If the card check succeeds, Robinhood proceeds to the second step using either microcharges or instant bank links. Microcharges are small temporary transactions, typically 1 to 10 cents, placed on the card to verify ownership. These charges are reversed within 48 hours once you confirm the amount in the app. Bank declines occur when your bank rejects the transaction, often due to fraud prevention measures, insufficient funds, or security policies. Understanding this process helps troubleshoot verification issues with Robinhood. Robinhood introduced Instant Bank Link, or IBL, through partnerships with Plaid and Stripe. This innovation enables real-time API connections for account verification, eliminating the need for micro-deposits in many cases. IBL significantly reduces verification times to under 10 minutes for eligible banks and covers over 80% of U.S. users. It also minimizes reliance on microcharges, making the process faster and more secure. The integration with Plaid ensures secure, encrypted connections, as shown in Robinhood's user interface. This approach enhances user experience by streamlining the verification process. Begin with basic troubleshooting by double-checking your debit card information for any typos. Next, ensure you have a stable internet connection, as connectivity issues can cause verification failures. Disable any VPNs you may be using, as they can interfere with the verification process. Clear the Robinhood app's cache to resolve any temporary data issues. Update the Robinhood app to the latest version to ensure compatibility. Try using a different device to rule out any device-specific issues with verification. If microcharges are failing, start by checking your bank account activity for the small transactions, typically between $0.01 and $0.10. These temporary charges are used to verify your debit card ownership. Banks may block these microcharges due to fraud prevention measures, which is a common reason for verification failures. This happens especially with banks that have strict security protocols. To resolve this, contact your bank directly and request to whitelist Robinhood for transactions. Provide your account details and explain that these are verification charges that will be reversed. Finally, once the microcharge appears in your bank account, note the exact amount and enter it precisely in the Robinhood app to complete the verification process. Bank declines during Robinhood debit card verification often stem from fraud alerts or velocity checks. These are automated security measures that banks use to protect against unauthorized transactions. Fraud alerts are triggered by banks when they detect suspicious activity, such as transactions from unusual locations or for unusual amounts. This can automatically block microcharges or verification attempts. For example, a bank might send a text message asking if you made a small transaction, and if you respond no, they disable the card temporarily. Velocity checks are another common cause. Banks impose limits on the number of transactions you can make within a specific time period to prevent fraud. If you've attempted multiple verifications recently, your bank might temporarily decline new ones. This guide explains how velocity checks work and why they might affect your verification process. Other reasons for declines can include insufficient available balance, even for microcharge amounts, or issues with the card itself, such as expiration or account status. To resolve these issues, first contact your bank to remove any fraud alerts or blocks. Second, wait 24 hours to allow velocity caps to reset, then attempt verification again. Finally, make sure your account has sufficient funds available, even for the small microcharge amounts. Robinhood is evolving its verification methods with AI-powered instant checks that use real-time connections to banks, eliminating the need for micro-deposits in many cases. This shift prioritizes secure, user-friendly approaches over traditional small test charges. A key trend is moving away from micro-deposits towards biometric verification, where users can verify identity using facial recognition or fingerprints, offering faster and more secure processes for premium accounts. These advancements aim to reduce wait times, verification errors, and support requests, creating a more seamless experience. However, challenges may persist due to banks resisting third-party access, which could affect adoption rates.